Welcome to Pack Talk Podcast, episode 142. Today we're taking a little break from our usual program, and we're going to share some ghost stories, get some feedback on some ghost stories. So, with that being said, Halloween time 2025, right? Usually every year for Halloween, we share a couple ghost stories. We get some feedback. People typically like it, so we definitely like your feedback. But today, we are going to deep dive into some ghost stories and some haunted tales that have been brought to light by the Lantern Media Group. You can check them out on Facebook. They post a lot of different kinds of stories, cold cases, history, haunts, these kind of things, so you can check that out. We're also going to talk about, real quick today, is your dog seeing a ghost? You ever been in that situation where your dog's giving you some weird vibes?
Staring at the wall.
Right, staring at the
Barking
wall.
at the wall.
Barking, growling at something that may or may not be there. So we'll talk about that. So here we go. First of all, we're going to cover a story that I think we've covered before, briefly, but it's the ghost dog of Goshin. This is actually in South Carolina. So basically the story takes place in a stretch of a road called Old Buncombe Road near Goshin Hill. And I'm not very good at pronunciating, so my pronunciation may be a little bit off. This legend begins around the 1840s with an injustice that even death couldn't resolve. A friendly traveling peddler, which a peddler is a
solicitor,
like a comedian, right? Is it a comedian? It's a solicitor?
No, peddlers like they're peddling something.
Yeah.
They're coming out. Hey, snake oil.
No soliciting. No soliciting. A friendly traveling peddler and his enormous, loyal white mastiff, which white mastiffs are kind of, you don't see them that often. So that right there.
Rare.
I don't know if I've ever
kind of
seen one
rare.
in person.
For that white mastiff.
His loyal white mastiff were passing through the area when a terrible crime occurred. Being strangers, the peddler was instantly accused, and before any real justice could be served, a mob lynched the innocent man from a tree right beside the road. So we don't have details on what the crime was, but we know that he was accused of the crime, and the mob lynched him because of it. All right? So you can imagine, right? Horror, the dog still there, watched his owner get lynched, right? The devoted companion would not leave his body. It stood guard beneath its master's body, howling a mournful, guttural cry. And you know what that sounds like, right? One of those just ear-piercing cries, wakes you up in the middle of the night, gives you chills, right? It echoed through the hills for weeks. The dog wouldn't let anyone near, snapping and snarling, protecting its owner even in death. Some accounts say the dog eventually died of a broken heart or starvation. We don't know. It's not clear. Could be a little bit of both, right? Others say the locals grew so unnerved by its grief, they finally cornered it and killed it. So we don't know. It's either the broken heart and starvation, or the locals had to take it out. Either way, the loyal dog's spirit never left. A few months later is when the hauntings began. They call it the Ghost Hound of Goshin, sometimes terrifyingly nicknamed the Happy Dog, which is an interesting, terrifying name, right?
Terrifying.
The Ghost Hound of Goshin is said to stalk the 5-mile stretch of Buncombe Road. It appears as a massive, spectral white hound. Its eyes glow with an unnatural, ferocious red light, and its mouth is frozen in a chilling, toothy, seemingly smile. We know dogs don't smile, but it must be just showing its teeth, and people are thinking it's smiling when it's actually snarling, right?
Always snarling.
They're calling it's nicknamed the Happy Dog, but it's actually the Angry Dog, right?
He's pissed.
Exactly.
So
Dude's pissed off.
Dude, yeah.
Travelers, even those in early automobiles, reported seeing the dog suddenly surge out of the roadside darkness, keeping pace with a speeding car, teeth bared, its ghost paws drummingly silent on the pavement. You know how you would hear a dog running?
That's wild. Mashing.
You don't hear this, you just see it.
Driving down a dark road at night. You look to your right, just a white.
Oh, yeah. Big white dog
running,
with
you
red
go,
eyes.
I'm flooring it.
The dog seemed to target with supernatural intent those who had taken part in the initial injustice as if its eternal purpose was to seek vengeance for its beloved master. Even today, people driving that isolated road swear that if you go too slow, you might feel a sudden change in the air or catch a glimpse in your rearview mirror of something huge, white, and running silently just behind your bumper. So that's the ghost dog of the ghost hound of Goshin right there.
It's just a
Do you know
Driving
where
down
is that
this-
in South Carolina? Where in South Carolina? Do you know?
Old, I think it's like mid-state or upper state, Goshin Hill, deep
Chris
in the
is
heart
gonna go
of
drive
South
down the
Carolina.
road.
No, I'm
That would
going
be
to avoid the
interesting.
I
road.
want to drive down it. I want to drive down it. That shit's crazy.
But
Bring
you're
a slip
driving
lead.
down this road. It's in a country area. You're driving down the road, pitch black in the middle of the night. No lights, no street lights, no house lights. All of a sudden, there's just a white figure running next to you. Red eyes. Silent.
Terrifying.
Right. That's how you know it's supernatural, because if it was like a real living being, it'd be
It's supposed to be a mastiff.
Yeah, you
But
hear it.
when you see like something that looks scary and it's silent, that's when it's really scary,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the ghost dog of Goshin. Second tale, we've covered this before, but it's worth covering again because it's just a good Halloween story. The Hellhound, right? The Hellhound goes back to much further. It originated in early medieval Europe. It's probably one of the most terrifying of all the beasts of Halloween, or the beasts that are known of the underworld. It goes by two names. One name is the Hellhound. The other name is the Black Shuck. It originated in the coastal counties of East Anglia, England, which, I believe back in those times, Vikings.
Yeah.
Vikings in that area.
Back in
Could
the
be
day.
pre-Vikings.
Helheim.
Maybe pre-Vikings.
Could be.
Helheim.
Right. The Black Shuck is a quintessential black dog of European lore. Unlike a loyal companion protecting a grave like we just covered with the ghost dog of Goshin, the Black Shuck is an omen of pure evil, a creature of supernatural size, blacker than midnight, and often described as having one enormous single eye that glows in an unholy fiery red. Many believe that simply witnessing the Shuck means death is imminent. Now, this is the first version that I've heard of the story where it has one eye, because other versions have it two red eyes. But I'm assuming
Somebody
that
just saw it from the side.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
what I'm
It's
assuming
side-eyeing
is
them.
if it
Side
has
eyeing.
one eye, the other eye got stabbed out during battle,
Yeah.
right? During battle somehow.
Or it's got one eye closed. It's got you in its sights.
Oh, shoot.
The legends typically describe him roaming ancient pathways, storm-swept beaches, and lonely churchyards. But the story that cemented the Black Shuck's infamy happened on a Sunday, specifically August 4th, 1577.
Damn.
When's the last time you heard the year 1577?
All the
Never.
time. I love history.
That's how ancient it is. A massive thunderstorm was tearing through the small village of Blythburgh in Suffolk. People had gathered inside the Holy Trinity Church seeking shelter when suddenly the air went stone cold. And when the air gets cold, that's like a sign that something from another realm has entered your area, right? You guys seen those, what's those shows where like you can go to the underworld, Stranger Things or something? They got the tree, right? Stranger Things?
Stranger
You guys seen
Things?
it?
I've seen
the-
Stranger Things.
The
I
show
don't
with the
remember.
I'm not
kids?
tracking.
Yeah,
the kids?
yeah.
I believe the first season they had a portal in a tree that you could go into to get to the
I don't remember
A
that.
different
opposite-
dimension,
Yeah, the
yeah.
other dimension. So it's like when the cold air comes, it's like a passageway from another dimension to your dimension. Because there's like multiple dimensions out
Well,
there.
they say that
right?
about mirrors too. Mirrors are portals.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For
There's
sure.
a lot of portals.
You ever been in a mirror maze?
Yeah.
Lots of portals. Lots of portals. So anyway, the air went stone cold. The great door was blasted open as if by a cannon. And this colossal black beast, the Black Shuck, burst into the sanctuary. Panic erupted, as you can assume, right? People are freaking out. The Shuck reportedly raced down the center aisle, its claws tearing up the ancient flagstones. As it ran, it killed a man and a boy before vanishing as quickly as it appeared, leaving deep, sinister scorch marks burned into the church's stone door. and you can actually look up Google images of this door if you want to. If you want to, yeah. Type in Black Shuck, England. You'll see images of the stone door to this day.
But this was this was in America, I thought.
No, this was in Suffolk,
England.
England.
Europe, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Europe.
East Anglia.
Moments later.
This is the 1500 story.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Still the same
1577. August 4th, 1577.
Well, there was multiple. You said there were
Right,
multiple.
right.
I was just making sure I'm
yeah.
tracking.
This is like the most concrete story
Yeah.
because of the marks in the church door.
Right. Most evidenced.
Right.
Yeah.
Moments later, miles away in a neighboring town of Bungay, the same creature was...
That funny, Chris? Is that funny, dude? Get your head out
That
of
was
the
good.
gutter,
That was fine. Sorry.
The same creature was seen attacking another church before disappearing into the night. To this day, the scorch marks at Blytheburg Church are pointed out as proof that proof of that terrifying visit. So like I said, you can go to Google, you can search, you can see the images. So the black shuck, right? The black dark things, you're generally thought of as like evil, right? Evil presence or whatever. And if it's targeting churches, you wonder if it's like some kind of demonic entity.
Oh, I don't wonder.
Oh,
That's
oh.
That's an
He
assumption.
knows.
that's a demon, bro. That's a demon.
So that's the hellhound. That's the black shuck, with concrete evidence that it was there.
Mhm.
So
Physical evidence.
exactly.
Holy.
What do you guys think about that one?
I mean, that's terrifying.
That is.
Definitely.
I'd like to train that dog.
Huh? Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, dude.
Definitely trainable. Definitely.
I mean, it's a dog.
Yeah.
It's a hound.
It's also
Exactly.
It's a hound dog. That's going to be a
Right.
hard
It's a
dog
hellhound,
to
but it's
train.
a hound, you know?
Them hound dogs
Yeah,
are
As soon as I
slow.
get my
a
slip
hound dog
lead on
from
it,
hell, bro.
as soon as I leash it up, you're in my world now.
Right, dude.
Y'all know Ghost Rider, how he turns into that freaking fiery guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got the chain. That's what you got to have. You got to have that chain to wrap around the hellhound.
I mean,
So
could you
can get it.
imagine training a hellhound? It's like on fire. You're in heel
Oh,
position. It's just always on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Black. You know, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
that sucker bending to your will.
Give him rewards. just
Nobody's
like
going to want to pet that
super
dog.
quick.
Yeah. You want to pet my dog? And then you can unleash him. Unleash the hounds.
That's the hellhound for you.
Holy
Concrete evidence. All right, next up, this one is kind of hits home to us because there's a chain of gas stations, at least that are in our area, called Spinex.
Is it Spinx or Spinx?
Some people call it Spinx, but it's actually Spinex because you know how Spinx is spelt with a PH.
That's
No,
a
S
different word.
P
That's
I N X is the name of
That's a
the
sphinx.
That's
No, no.
Sphinx.
Yes, Sphinx would be with an H.
P I N H.
No.
No,
Well, the
no.
logo is a capital X, though, right? So I would
Yes.
I would argue that would be
I
Spin
think it
X.
is. We'd have to ask someone
It's
that works there.
Spinex. It's Spinex.
I usually
Okay.
say.
I'll take your word
Let's call
for it.
corporate.
Sphinx is
Yeah,
a
call
spelt.
corporate right
Sphinx
now.
is spelt a different way.
Let's get him on the
No.
So anyway, there's this chain of gas stations
Anyways,
called
I'm wrong. So
Spinex. Chain of gas stations called Spinex. It's a larger company based in Greenville, South Carolina. It operates in convenience store and car wash industries. Of course, they do have car washes.
Good
there.
chicken.
Yep.
Banging chicken, dude.
Better than Publix chicken?
Fried chicken.
Yeah, their fried
Uh,
chicken.
Debatable.
No, not better than Publix fried
Dude,
chicken.
Dude,
Publix
well,
fried chicken.
I mean, when
Even
I go
Ben
there,
just
it's like
shook his
I'm
head.
hungry. It's an
Publix fried
emergency
chicken
if I
is
have to
good.
go there.
Emergency.
So it's like, ooh,
Is it an
Spinex.
emergency or you're just passing by? You're like,
Well,
Yeah,
if Chris
I'm
goes to
hungry.
a gas station, period, he's all of a sudden hungry for gummy bears and Skittles and shit.
Well, that's not
you know?
I
hungry.
mean-
That's just something else.
Gummy bears are good.
That's addiction.
Addiction.
no choice.
So, Spinex apparently on White Horse Road, there is actually one of the Lanterns journalists stopped by this gas station, grabbed a coffee, discussing haunted locations with the manager, and the manager mentioned a store that she had previously worked at Spinex in Greer Highway, Marietta, South Carolina. During the manager's time at the store, she had worked with a woman who had fallen ill and passed away in the bathroom sometime between 2011 2012. Now, with that being said, gas stations are crazy. I'm sure there's more than one person dying in a bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Frequently.
You should have seen the
Can
ones in
confirm.
Jersey.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Gas
So
stations.
this, even though we're talking about Spinex here in particular, there could be a variety of gas stations, and
For
gas
sure.
stations are also kind of creepy because if you're there in the middle of the night, and you
Yeah.
just happen to be like, you know, one of those
You're the
gas
only one
stations
there, you're the only
that
one
there's
there. The
one
person
person
behind the counter is
behind
like-
the counter sleeping, you know, and you're walking around. There's definitely some entities there
But
with you.
working that night shift. Ooh, he's a crazy
Oh,
character.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Holy.
So apparently after the woman passed away in the bathroom, things reportedly began to happen inside the store. Items moving off the shelf onto the floor. You know, when you're the stalker, you put them on the shelf, they hit that floor, you're pissed.
Yeah, you keep putting it up.
The
They're
front
playing
door-
games with you.
The front door buzzer going off when no one's at the door. Other strange events. So the journalist ended up going to that store, stopped by, and talked with an employee. And she confirmed the employee that he was talking to does not like working third shift because that's usually when odd things can occur.
It's also night shift. You know,
Things
Yeah.
getting thrown
he probably
around.
just doesn't want to be on night shift.
People on the So whether it's the Spinex gas station or other gas stations, wherever you're at listening, there's potentially some things going on.
Most likely.
Third shift.
Most likely.
Which I'm pretty sure third shift is like that shift that crosses kind of that timeline where
That 3 a.m.
Well, it's
timeline.
between light
yeah.
and dark, you know.
That
exactly.
time at gas stations, whether it's a ghost or not, there's some crazy shit going down.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there's
For
crazy
sure.
shit.
For sure.
But you add the crazy shit with the ghosts, now it's even crazier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So good to go. Don't go to gas stations in the middle of the night.
No.
Oh,
Unless
too
you're
late
looking
for that.
some good-
Unless you need some Spinex chicken, you know.
I've been
Just
driving
don't
to
go to that
Jersey every
Spinex.
night.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Or, you know, call, hey, can you bring it out to me?
can I get a curbside delivery?
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't be getting chicken in the middle of the night anyway.
Well, they don't have it available. So I heard.
They
So
got-
I heard.
So I heard.
Yeah, they
He
shut down
didn't
the,
go and
they
check
shut
or
down the,
anything
they
like
shut down
that.
the kitchen at a certain time. I don't know. That's what I heard.
All right, next story is the woman in the black dress. There's a pub in Charleston, South Carolina called the Blind Tiger Pub.
Ooh,
And
that's
it
a
has,
good pub.
You like it?
That's a good pub.
Good to
They
go.
got some
Never
good
been.
food.
It has more than liquid spirits inside.
Good play on words. I like
The
it.
pub
Nice.
first opened in 1992 in its Broad Street location, but it wasn't until a round of renovations in 2016 that stories began to pour in. So, let's think about this, right? You got the pub, it opened in 1992. You renovate it in 2016. That's when things start to happen. That means you disturbed something.
You did.
You know, you disturbed something, an entity.
You guys know why it's called the Blind Tiger?
Why?
Because during the Prohibition, they were seeing, or what am I trying to say? They were like saying that there's a blind tiger in there, so people were paying to go in there, but they were actually just drinking. So that's why it's
once
called
they get you in the door.
exactly.
There's no blind tiger. Yeah,
Yeah.
but have a drink. All right.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you drink enough, you're gonna see a blind tiger.
One apparition that is said to haunt the historical building is a woman named Helen.
Helen.
And
Helen.
if you know any Helens, you know they're
I know a chicken.
Crazy.
named
not
Helen.
a woman to be messed with.
Sounds like a Karen.
I have an Aunt Helen. She's not a woman to be messed with.
Fits the bill.
Yeah.
I have a chicken named Helen, and she grabs JC's tacos.
Yeah, all of your chickens grab my tacos, okay? My
Well-
food, not safe.
Normal.
While others refer to her as the woman in the black dress. While no one knows her identity, some have heard that the young woman jumped from the top of the building many years ago and was taken inside with hopes of reviving her. Poor Helen could not overcome her injuries and died inside the building. People have reported hearing cries for help beneath the floorboards, and glasses have been known to be thrown from the shelves.
I did hear about that from one of the bartenders there.
Oh, really?
They would close in and a glass would just fly off a shelf.
That's crazy. The building, originally built in 1803, played a crucial role during the Prohibition in the 1920s, featuring an underground tunnel. So if this is true to where Helen jumped from the top of the building, was taken inside with hopes of reviving her, you know, her entities could have, you know, been absorbed into the building, right? And then when they renovated it, they disturbed her. Not good.
Not good.
Made
You
her
don't wanna
mad.
disturb.
Pissed her off. Pissed off.
They probably just moved some kind of painting or whatever that she liked. You know?
Yeah.
They get rid of- They're like, I liked those hardwood floors.
Right.
Now you're going to get it.
Yep. So that's the story of the Blind Tiger Pub right there. So
I've never even heard of this
you can go
pub.
check it out.
Where is it?
It's downtown.
Broad Street.
Yeah,
Chris
downtown.
is like, let me know so I can save.
It's got a
No,
cool
I don't
little
go to
outside
pubs.
patio area.
I'm not going to go.
Oh, patio. Patio for dogs.
It is dog friendly. You have to walk through the restaurant to get to the patio, but
Next
it's
time we're
dog friendly.
downtown,
I've
we
brought
can
the
go
girls
there.
there before.
Next time
So-
we're downtown, we could go there.
Okay.
Some
Which
good
when
food.
we were downtown,
If it's as long as it's before, well before 7 p.m.
Yeah.
because I'm trying to be back in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Back
before-
in the day,
before that
Chris would
third
go
shift.
downtown hunting ghosts at 12 a.m.
I used to be into it.
Mm-hmm.
Used to.
Holy.
Had a phase.
So
Those
real
are cool.
quick, let's take a quick break from the ghost stories. Talk about dogs seeing ghosts. Have you guys heard stories or had situations where someone is suspecting their dog of seeing a ghost?
I mean, yeah. Fendi barks in the random times at night. 2 a.m.
Well, you live in an apartment complex.
That is true.
There's
That is
probably
true.
ghosts there.
Yeah.
Well, my apartment
Probably
complex
goes.
is new though.
Well, when they built it, they disturbed the ground.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And so the ground probably had some entities in it that got disturbed, and now
Native
they're
American
pissed,
burial ground.
Yep.
for
yep.
sure. And
Pissed them
apartment
off.
complexes, crazy shit happens, so you never know. Someone could have died.
Well, they're evil as is, right?
Right.
So they're already allowing the demonic in.
Yeah,
Right,
that
right.
is true.
But yeah, I've had several people tell me about situations where their dog apparently signaled them that there was a ghost or an entity around. There was one guy I was in the Navy with, had 2 Rottweilers, and the Rottweilers would stare at a certain room that was basically empty in his house that he was renting and bark, growl, whatever. And he just got the feeling that something was there. He ended up moving out because of it, you know. But there's plenty of stories like that
Yeah.
go around. So what do you guys think? Is the dog actually sensing an entity, something from another dimension, or is a dog just hearing something, smelling something?
I think it's possible, although I think realistically, most times that it happens, people are like, "Oh my god, they're seeing a ghost." You know what I mean? Although
Behavioral could be.
could be,
You know what I mean?
could be like your dog's just insecure and heard a noise outside. You know what I mean?
I mean,
don't know.
yeah.
The part of me wants to be like, yeah, definitely, but the other part of me wants to be realistic and be like, your dog's probably just hearing shit. You know what I mean?
It's. I'm not going to sit here and say it's impossible.
100%.
So, like, I think we can't begin to understand the spiritual world realms, and then I think we are starting to we understand a little bit of dogs,
But we'll never understand
but we don't
100%.
really fully get
True.
what they are,
True.
what their senses are, like fully, right? So. Is it like because we don't understand what's going on in the spirit world? We don't really fully understand. Can they detect a spirit if a spirit crosses in? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say no. It's
Right.
impossible. You know
Is
what I'm
there a
saying?
smell that the spirit gives off?
Right.
You
So
know what
I
I
think
mean?
I think dogs. We know that dogs are very in tuned with certain things,
Well,
and their
with their
senses are
environment.
way more in tune than ours, especially when we're talking about
Yeah.
like scent
Yeah.
and different things
Well,
like
don't
that.
they associate like sulfur with spirits and stuff like
They
that?
do. That is
So
a
like
thing.
that could be something, you
For
know?
sure.
They could be
so
smelling.
like the fact that they could smell that's a possibility. Like because of the way their nose is, and yeah, there's also the possibility that there was at one point a noise outside the window of that room, and the dog
Yep.
reacted, and we freaked out as humans
Right.
because
and-
we didn't
and
hear it
somehow-
or we didn't see it.
somehow
Yeah.
reinforced that dog, and that dog's like, I'm supposed to bark at this room. Where's that thing that I was looking for? And we just keep going back. We keep reinforcing, and there's a behavioral component there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think all things are on the table.
For sure.
Ever been with your dog out at nighttime and it's pitch black, and then your dog just starts staring
Yeah.
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 and
It's
growling?
My
terrifying.
dog Macy does act different at night. Like it's
Really?
weird. Like,
Well, I'll tell you, if
especially,
Rampage
like,
does it, something's
by
out
the
there.
woods, but it's like,
He
yeah.
sees something or he
Yeah,
hears
yeah.
something. Because he'll also, I mean, he will put all the other indicators.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just that he's staring.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
also-
Hackles
hackles
go
might come
up.
up. He's
It's
perking
also
up,
like,
ears are
yeah,
up, like he's
at
ready to
night,
chase something.
It's also a component that they are less aware of their surroundings. They can't see everything. So like some
Sure.
dogs are naturally going to be more on edge at night because like I can't see shit.
Yeah,
You
well,
know
think
what I mean?
think of any time you've been out in the
Yeah,
woods by
exactly.
yourself and you hear
Exactly.
every little freaking pine straw
Exactly.
fall
Yeah,
from the
it's the
branch.
same thing.
You're like your height. You literally your
senses get
your
heightened.
senses are heightened
Yeah.
for sure.
You're paying
So
attention.
like, why wouldn't that be a thing for them?
Mhm.
Well, you know, there was one time Chris was running on the nature trail, and he freaked out because there was apparently
A goat man.
it was like
Confirmed.
The coat.
Not apparently.
the sun hadn't come up yet, but it was actually right over here.
Yeah.
Behind you guys, there was a big figure. And Chris was running the
It's just the
trail
targets.
with his headphones on.
No,
and
it was definitely moving and
it
crawling.
It jumped and ran over the berm.
It didn't make the noise. I
and
didn't.
ran off.
I did not hear a
He had
noise.
his headphones
I had my
on. He had his
earphones, so it
headphones
could have
on.
made a noise.
Yeah.
But I can't confirm that.
That was in the wee hours of the morning.
I think
The
it was
wee
a bear.
hours.
I think it was a black bear.
Could have been Bigfoot. Could have been Bigfoot.
No, it was on all fours.
That's
Well,
the
Bigfoot
Canine
can crawl on
Revolution
all
haunted
fours.
tale. The goat
Bigfoot
man
would
that
have had
lives
a
in the
Bigfoot would
woods.
have had
Yeah,
a
yeah,
clearer path on the trails on his 2 feet. This thing was either a massive hog or it was a black bear. Nothing else.
What'd
I
it sound
mean, we
like?
do have a goat man in Jersey, the Jersey Devil. Apparently, he looks like a goat.
Nah, this wasn't
with
no
wings.
goat.
goat.
This was a wild animal for sure. The sun was like coming up, so it wasn't pitch black, right? But the sun wasn't all the way up, but it was enough where I'm like, I can see something crawling over top of the berm, and I was like, that's a bear.
How do you know? How do you know it's not a wild animal from another dimension?
Oh shit.
I mean,
You know
anything
it's not the hellhound, dude.
again, anything's possible. But if it was, then it was scared of me. So,
Oh shit.
so
Well, you
what's
know,
up?
you know things from other
Draggy.
dimensions. They don't always want you to know,
That's true.
right?
That's
And
true.
also,
They like
if
to lurk in the shadows.
And if they came from another dimension to our dimension, they want to get back to their dimension. Sometimes, you know, just kind of depends.
It's, I'm not, like I said, I'm not
Yeah.
taking it off the table, but I think it was an animal.
Just saying. Just saying. Chris saw it. So, a lot of crazy shit out there for sure. All right, moving on here. We got the next story, which is the Phantom Hearse of Sleepy Hollow Road in Prospect, Kentucky, not far from Louisville, Kentucky, is home to a ghostly tale of a phantom hearse. Some believe satanic rituals took place here during the 1970s and early 1980s, but they have not been able to be verified. However, people who have traveled up this lonely road have encountered a phantom hearse, or a long black car that suddenly appears in a driver's rearview mirror at night. The vehicle appears to be closing in, forcing the driver to accelerate to avoid being rear-ended. Then slowly the ghost car pulls alongside the other vehicle and tries to force it off the road.
I've heard that
Can you
story.
believe that?
I've
That's
heard that
weird.
story.
That reminds me of stories. You ever heard of like phantom trucks?
Uh-uh.
It's like the same type of thing where it's like trucks will just like appear on the
Like,
road and drive you off the road.
Semi trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like roads. That
Well, at
like,
nighttime,
allegedly
truckers don't like you
happens.
getting in their way, so that could
That
be.
is true. That is true.
Well,
That's
But,
weird.
yeah.
I mean, I did hear. I've heard of there was like a bridge somewhere. I don't know where it was in the U.S. of like a school bus
Yeah.
of kids that died on this bridge in the school bus.
Don't go close
And
to
like
that bridge.
like many people have reported, like when they get to the top of the bridge, their car just shuts off, and then they start moving to the end of the bridge, and then they'll have like kids' handprints and shit on the back of their.
see, I
on the
don't like
back of their
kids
car.
and I don't like dolls. Anything horror
Yeah, dolls,
related
I'm with
to
you
kids
on that one.
and dolls,
Dolls
that's
getting
terrifying.
blasted. You see a doll, I'm shooting it. I don't care. No questions asked.
that might just piss it off more.
I don't care.
I
Annabelle?
don't know
Let's
if I'd
dance.
kill it.
You gonna shoot Annabelle? She ain't gonna die.
Yeah, they ain't gonna
Dude.
die.
You gotta respect.
Oh, the
Annabelle,
doll will.
dude.
I will blow it into smithereens.
Well, then that's the problem, because now you got pieces of the doll everywhere, and there's
Oh,
entities
yeah.
attached to each piece.
No,
Yeah.
ain't touching
You get
me.
a piece on your jeans.
Touching me.
Ain't getting
Now
me.
now it goes home with you. Now you got it.
Nah.
Now you got it. Or
I'm
if you blow up
impenetrable.
you know the
You ain't getting me.
you know the thing about the doll is how the entity's attached to the doll. So if you blow up the doll, the entity is free.
Oh,
Now
Yeah,
they
you just
attached to
released
you.
it.
Released it, dude.
Now
can't.
you're going home with it.
Ain't attaching
Nah.
to me. I'm covered, bruh. I'm covered.
So you never know. Better be careful.
Holy shit.
All right, next up we got the Mexican restaurant Taco Lu Baja. Oh, we got Chris perked up.
You say Mexican restaurant? That I might risk some ghosts going to that now.
Jacksonville, Florida has both Mexican food and ghost stories. According to several
That one got bit.
That's funny.
Jacksonville. Yep, we got ghosts. We got Mexican food.
Hey, I tell you what though, if you were to go to Mexico, I guarantee you they got some crazy stories.
Oh, for sure.
sure,
Oh,
dude.
definitely.
because the Aztecs, you know, the Aztecs did crazy shit.
Yeah.
So of course you got lots of energy, lots of entities,
Lots of evil.
all kinds of crazy shit going on. And you know, Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas originated with the Aztecs. Did you know that? Did
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
that?
yeah. And they are kind of demonic.
They are.
exactly.
They are.
Could
Come on,
say.
they're
One
evil.
could say. No offense to Chihuahua owners. We
Also,
love
have
them.
you heard the Aztec?
We will train it.
What, what do they call the Aztec?
That's your hellhound,
it's like
Chris.
A death whistle. You know what I'm talking about? There's like
I have heard this.
You heard
It's
about it?
Sounds like a scream.
yeah,
That shit
it's like
sounds
the
crazy.
death whistles that the Aztecs used when they were hunting
Before they were-
people.
Oh, really?
I want to get one and go into the woods at night when our TAs are here. and just blow that shit. It
Well, you know,
literally
they were
sounds
like
a scream,
huge
dude.
into human sacrifice. And
Yeah. They were
huge
kid
into
sacrifices.
cannibalism. too.
Cannibalism,
Yeah, that's some demonic stuff for sure.
Yeah. Well, they had these death whistles, dude, and if they were hunting people, not haunting them, but
Yeah,
hunting them,
hunting.
they start. Boop, blowing their death whistles.
It does not
and then-
sound like that. It sounds like a scream.
Yeah, it's crazy.
like a
it's
blood
crazy.
I wonder what it
Curdling
was. What was the whistle? Like how
They made
it was
it.
just made.
They made it out of human bone.
I think of like
We'll have to find the
Jurassic
noise
Park
and
when
put
they
it.
have the skull of the raptor and they're blowing into it. It's
Yes,
making that noise.
similar.
You know what I
Actually,
mean?
you know what? I'll
Similar.
just pull up one.
Yeah,
I'll just
pull
pull
the
up one
sound
right
right
now. Is it okay to even play it? They say not to play
Nah,
it.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
that's opening a
Yeah,
portal. You're open. I mean, I'm covered.
Chris is
You ain't getting me.
Us, we're
Mind over matter.
Oh, look! If you type it into YouTube, it's like it pops up immediately.
Dude,
Yeah.
it
People
sounds
are-
That's
crazy.
because the
people are,
demons want you to
looking for
listen.
yeah, they want you to
They want-
listen.
oh, yeah, click on this.
It's like, haha, it's so
I
funny.
gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's terrifying.
it,
Can you
dude.
imagine
Yeah.
walking like
Can you
night
imagine- and
in
it's,
the
like,
woods
surrounded.
and you hear
Imagine
that?
being
You hear a
the
couple
TA
of them
here,
as they're honing
9
in on
They
you?
sound crazy.
Have they found one of these whistles? Is that how they know they?
People remake them now.
I'm assuming they found like some artifacts of
Yeah,
it and recreated it.
Yeah.
This guy's about to blow it. Hang on. That's it right there.
Yeah, but they probably do it for a longer
Yeah, they do it
duration.
for like a.
Little trip.
And it's like you got
Sure.
one here, one over
I mean,
there.
I think I'm
like
going to be more concerned with the fact that I'm being hunted
Anyway,
than the sound. I'm like,
It
what?
sounds
That is
like-
scary, but
yeah, but the
these
sound that
motherfuckers trying
kind
to
of
kill me.
tells you where to go, right? If you're really
Or
listening.
where to go away from.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're like,
but-
okay, it's coming
Hey,
from
what
the
if-
here.
Dude, these
here.
people are complex. They
Well,
could
Yeah.
be pushing
that's
you.
what they
That's
did.
true.
They had
So you-
multiple.
yeah.
They would surround or funnel their prey, and then they
Right.
start blowing the whistles, which sounds like a human screaming, but like a blood curdling scream.
They're hurting you,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Right. They
Border
start
collies.
scaring you. You start running, and then now
Right
that
into
you're
their
in that accelerated
Pyramid
state,
of
yep,
death.
they get you.
Right onto the sacrifice
They
platform.
get you. They sacrifice you. They eat
Eat you.
and then they use your bones to make more whistles.
To hunt other people.
Yeah, to hunt more people.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Crazy
that's some,
shit.
That's some,
Circle of life, boy.
That'd be a good. That'd be a good thing to like read through for Halloween.
dude. That's right. That's
It's
yeah.
scary though. Could you imagine like living back then with those kind of cultures?
Dude.
You know.
Well, like I mean in Mexico and all that, like sorcery is a big thing.
Yeah.
Witchcraft
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and whatever the rocks. You
The rock.
use
The
rocks.
The
and
crystals?
things and- yeah, like crystals and stuff.
Readers?
Whatever. I
Readers?
don't know what you call it. Necromancy. I don't know what it is.
Necromancy.
But all that stuff's pretty big down there.
Mm.
I went to Mexico City for a missions trip once. And there were some
Mm.
crazy dudes coming at us.
Mm-hmm.
They were Aztec. That's what they said.
I've been to the pyramids.
They were dressed
Yeah.
like an Aztec person. They were like whipping themselves and stuff and like
Holy shit.
trying to curse us. It was pretty scary.
Oh yeah, because you're Christians coming
Yeah,
down there for
yeah.
a mission
Mhm.
trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there's still a lot of people like from the Aztec bloodlines that still practice.
Well, they
a
still
lot
practice
of
the
Aztec.
religion, right? Like it's
right,
like
exactly.
the religions that they did.
But I've been down to the pyramids before, in Mexico. They look crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Taco Lu Baja Mexican
We didn't even get into
restaurant.
the story. Wow. Okay. Ben
Went off on a
started it, by the
Aztec
way.
tangent.
He started it by laughing.
went off on an Aztec tangent there,
Yeah,
which we know Chihuahuas were literally bred by
Demons.
the
Oh, I
Aztecs.
thought you were going to say something else.
So
Never
just so you know, if you have a Chihuahua, you have Aztec lineage in your
Could
family.
be a portal.
That's
Watch
why-
out.
That's why they're biting everybody.
Get them trained. Get them trained before they turn
Before-
demonic.
They turn into the
So
hellhounds.
the Taco Lu Baja Mexican restaurant in Jacksonville, Florida. It's
Crazy words.
that's the name of the restaurant, dude.
Doesn't even sound like you're saying
Taco
a real
Lu
thing.
Baja Mexican Restaurant. That's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's reportedly haunted by the ghost of Alpha Painter. The Jackson magazine covered the location on an October 31st, 2019 article stating Painter once operated a boarding house in the cabin and is buried behind the building. It's said her apparition has appeared near the huge limestone fireplace in the center of the main dining room and in other parts of the restaurant. Painter has been seen so much that the building is now listed in the National Directory of Haunted Places. And you guys haven't heard about this before? You're making fun of their name? The Taco Lu Baja Mexican Restaurant? Seriously?
Wow.
News 4 in Jacksonville also covered the story, giving more history of the building, which says the building was originally a boarding house built in 1932, run by Miss Alpha Painter.
Boarding
Event-
house. That's like orphanage. Is that what that is?
or like a
like a
hotel.
prostitution.
Oh, prostitution.
No.
There's a boarding house?
A boarding? I thought that's for kids. That's where they board kids. Back in the day.
Like a
What, you're just
daycare?
going on
Legit.
vacation? Hey,
Maybe
I
it
don't know.
is.
I was
Board my
thinking like a
child.
hotel or something.
Eventually, Painter converted the boarding house, which We don't know exactly what a boarding house is. I should have figured that out before we sat down.
It's like I didn't know this was going to be the
I didn't know you guys were going to ask a lot of questions about a boarding house. Converted the boarding house into a restaurant in the late 1940s named the Homestead, which specialized in serving Southern cuisine. Alpha Painter died in 1962. The legend says she never left the premise. What if you're sitting there at the Taco Lu Baja Mexican restaurant with your blue Baja Mountain Dew, right? Because that's Baja. Taco Lu Baja Mexican restaurant.
Nice.
You got queso, you got chips, you got tacos, right? You're eating. Then all of a sudden someone appears that's not your normal waitress, right? And you're like, oh, yeah, everything's good, thanks. They walk off. Your waitress comes back. Or your waitress comes to you a minute later. You're like, we just told the other person. And they're like, what other person? Oh, shit. It's Miss Alpha Painter, right? Or you're sitting there, you're eating, and then all of a sudden a lady appears next to you, and she just grabs your taco, walks off, right?
I would think her name's Helen.
Pissed. You take a swing at her, you go right through her. You know, you can't hit her.
I say we'll find out real quick because you ain't stealing my shrimp taco.
We know that. We know that.
Oh, they just float away. You don't see her. Just float off your plate.
Crazy shit. All right, another story. White Point Garden in Charleston. Dead men tell no tales.
Pirates?
You know White Point Garden?
No, where's that?
Isn't
It's
that
the Battery.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
is
say
it?
yeah,
Okay.
downtown.
We were just there.
Shit,
We were
would.
just
I
there.
didn't know. It was
Isn't
called
that the
White Point
off-leash
Garden.
dog park?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the Battery.
There's definitely legit
yeah.
pirates were killed there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Probably
Well, you
from
know
those oak
what?
trees.
I just thought about this. You know how we were there the other night walking some dogs,
Yeah.
doing some dog training?
Yeah.
Well, you see those renovations they're doing to the seawall?
Yeah.
They're probably
Oh,
disturbing
they're
a
stirring
lot.
it up.
They're stirring up
Oh,
shit, dude.
yeah.
They're stirring up a lot of shit.
Pissing off a lot of
for sure.
pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So, you know, just so you know. All right, White Point Garden in Charleston, also known as a Battery. Unfortunately, everything that glitters is not gold. According to many sources, the grounds are allegedly haunted by a cast of unsavory characters, including the infamous pirate Stede Bonnet and his men who met their untimely fate in 1718. Untimely means it wasn't his time. And you know
Well,
what
it was
happened?
untimely to him.
Yeah.
It was very timely
It
to
wasn't
the
his
government
time.
officials and all,
Yeah, the
the-
government
all
officials
the
were
law
probably
enforcement
happy.
people.
And you
that
know
were-
what happens when it's not your time? You haunt that location. It is believed the spirits of Bonnet's group still roam the park searching for their executioners. The park was once the site of the gallows for Charlestown and was previously marshland, now converted to city. People have reported apparitions, strange lights, screams, and cold spots throughout the park. And like we said earlier, if you feel a cold spot, that's another dimension being opened, right? So if you're walking, it's like hot, humid, whatever, boom, cold. Could be Bonnet and his crew, you know,
Yeah.
Bonnet and the posse, dude.
looking around. But yeah, they say at the Battery, at certain times you can see figures walking through the Battery like pirates.
I want to go there at night now.
They also say at the Pineapple Fountain. You guys know the Pineapple Fountain?
Oh, I
We
did.
were also just there.
We were just
Yep,
there.
Waterfront Park, right there. If you're there at a certain times, right? I think it's like midnight to 3 a.m., full moon. Sometimes you can see a ghost pirate ship out in the bay there, or you can see pirates walking through Waterfront Park because there used to be a ton of pirates.
Provost Dungeon. which
There was
is right
just
in
a
that
full
area.
moon, wasn't there?
Was there?
I think so.
Did you see
There was
that?
a super moon.
Really?
Well, we weren't
Oh, we
there.
weren't
there at
at
dark,
night.
so we weren't there for third shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not third shift.
But the
We weren't there
dungeon
for
there,
the
Provost
witching hour.
Dungeon, I've talked to a lot of the employees. They said there's some weird stuff in that dungeon.
Oh, I
A lot of
believe it.
pirates
Where's
were
this
housed there.
dungeon?
It's right in that area. I don't know what
It's
street.
right off of. I don't remember what the road.
Annie, you got to go check these
Just
places
Google
out.
Provost
Dude,
Dungeon.
I will.
You'll find it.
I like
It's,
this shit.
it's pretty cool.
If you like the ghost stories,
What's it
you should
called?
definitely
Provost?
do.
Dungeon?
Provost. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a
It's
lot
right
of
there.
haunted
You
tours
can do
downtown
tours
too.
there.
There
Me
is.
and Ben did a podcast there with a lady that we did a discussion
was
on the
cool.
Revolutionary War, which was super interesting.
And the pirate guy, didn't he talk about some
The
haunted
pirate guy
stuff?
we did it at the Battery. We did his podcast at the Battery, but he does ghost tours. So if you want to do a ghost tour, you can sign up with him. And he's got a parrot he takes around with him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Legit,
A real
dude.
one, live.
And he dresses up like a pirate.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've
But
seen
he
them.
knows some
I
good
did hold a
shit.
parrot when I first moved down here at the
Oh.
waterfront park.
Oh, probably his
Yeah,
parrot.
Maybe.
Probably his parrot.
There's
Or a
two of
ghost
them.
or a
Good
ghost
guy.
parrot.
That was a long time
yeah,
ago.
where it wasn't even a real parrot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Might have been a ghost, dude.
It was Bonnet's
And a
parrot,
ghost parrot,
it
bro.
was Steve Bonnet's parrot. He's looking for Steve Bonnet.
Yeah,
Hello.
So anyway, all interesting, right? If you like ghost stories, there's a couple for you to get you in gear for Halloween.
Hell yeah.
Halloween, good holiday.
You guys got anything else you want to share? Any stories or anything? Any stories from Massachusetts? They talk about shit up there? Ghost stories?
I mean, not really. I mean, obviously there's Salem witch trials. Ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone knows the story, but
Mhm.
I have gone there on Halloween. and did
Do they say there's
shit,
hauntings
but-
because from the
Not a good
from
idea.
There's a
the
lot of, like, haunted
murders that they
places.
did?
I wouldn't go there on
The
Halloween.
murders. Murders
Hell
is a
no.
good
There's
word
like a party.
for it.
It's like-
They did murder
it's like
them, right?
shit ton
I
of
mean, they
people.
threw them in the water, drowned them.
I never saw no
Isn't
crazy
that what they
shit.
did to the witches?
And they hung them, set them on fire, tied them to
Yeah.
stakes.
Well, they would weigh them down in the water,
Mhm.
and it said basically it was like if they were witches, they would be able to come up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But if they weren't, which they die anyway, then
Right.
then
You
they
ever used a Ouija board?
no.
Fuck no.
Dude.
Well,
I
I
ain't
did one
touching
time.
that shit.
Dude,
I did one
used
time.
one here in Charleston.
Mm.
I did. That shit worked.
Stuff-
It's great.
that stuff's,
I remember nothing crazy happened. I just remember like having conversations. But
Mhm.
Keep that shit away from my property.
dude, what? I'm bringing it here.
No, fuck.
Dude, I'm bringing it here.
I mean,
That's
I'm
gonna
covered
open the
talk to
portal.
Portal,
Goat
yeah,
Man,
you're
bro.
gonna open
That's
the
gonna
portal. The
open
goat
the
man's
portal,
gonna
and
come
then the
out.
hellhound will be here.
Dude, that's fine.
Now he'll
Well-
have to
If
get
the
trained.
hellhound comes here, he's looking for training. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Dude. 4 grand.
Well, there's a dude that I've been looking at recently. His name's Rion Sweegler. You can look him up on YouTube
Sweegler.
if you want to get into this stuff.
You make
but
up that name?
no, I might be mispronouncing it. He's a South African dude. He was the head of the Satanist church in
Oh,
South
shoot.
Africa, and he's since converted to Christianity. But he talks a lot about the spirit world and how things kind of work. It's pretty interesting,
Mhm.
and so it's got me thinking about a lot of these ghost things and stuff. Where I'm like, dude, definitely some evil out there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. The satanic groups are.
Yeah.
They do some. They will
Yeah.
kill people.
Yeah.
They will kill people.
Well, he says, dude, human sacrificing is happening.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
his partner, the lady that's I don't know her name, but she's a business partner. She's also
Mhm.
a Christian, but she's like
Mhm.
she had her come to Jesus. She was actively kidnapping a 6-year-old boy
Mm.
to
Oh my
bring him
God.
for human sacrificing,
Holy
dude.
shit.
Like to
Mhm.
kill this kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So they're doing
That's
crazy
happening.
stuff.
That's happening in America.
That's happening
It's
everywhere, all
happening
over the
everywhere,
world.
yeah.
There was. I knew a girl
Whoa,
that.
whoa.
Whoa, knocking
Bang,
tripods.
come over here,
man.
Bang.
I knew a girl that lived on a house that was built on Native American burial grounds. And
Mm.
growing up, she used to see like a family, like a grown man, a woman, and a girl. And she used to like see the girl run up the stairs and shit. And she used to hear
That's weird.
like voices, like grown men voices. I remember her mother used to say that she would like wake up to someone sitting on the bed next to her and shit
Whoa.
like that. And her sister used to say the same shit. Her sister would wake up with like scratches on her legs, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
That's weird. It makes me want like, what is that the spirit of the dead person, or is it
Right.
the demon? Like, so this guy talks about there's demons that follow every family, like they're attached.
Yeah.
This is why
Yeah.
psychics and mediums can like draw on like, oh, your grandma says blah blah blah, your dead grandma, because it's like they're very intimately familiar with your family.
Mhm.
And so it's like I'm starting to think it's like these lingering demons that are very familiar with the situation of the person dying there, like Steve Bonnet, right? Gets killed right there, and this demon's lingering around or something. I
Right.
don't know how it all works. Obviously, I'm speculating, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's interesting stuff.
It's definitely interesting.
Well, if you ever listen to there's more of the exorcists, like the Catholic priests
Yeah.
that do the exorcisms, like
That's
the
just-
actual exorcisms.
Yeah.
There's more of those guys that are doing podcasts these days, and I do listen to a couple just because I find it interesting. But
Yeah.
they got some crazy stories.
Dude, yeah.
They got some crazy stories, and the Catholic Church is like the only church that does the exorcisms. They have like a whole thing.
There's like a
built-
guild that does like I don't know,
Right.
you have to be certified to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
you go to training
Exactly.
and it's great. That's scary stuff.
That is
'Cause
scary.
there's one thing, a demon's following you around or whatever, poking in your life, but then to be possessed, to have a demon actually possess you,
Right.
that's crazy.
Right, right. But these guys got some crazy stories about how they've seen people levitate,
Yeah.
right, from the demon that's
Bones
been
bend in
possessed.
weird ways and
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that.
Different voices, and you can actually listen to some of the audio, the movie The Exorcism, or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The Exorcism.
Exorcist, maybe.
That,
No, it's The Exorcist. Yeah.
That original movie was based on a true story.
Yeah.
And you can actually listen to some of the audio online from the actual exorcism, and is like in Germany, but it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And they start
they're-
speaking in tongues and stuff
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that. Like,
different languages, different tongues, like different tones of voice, like all that kind of stuff.
It's
It's insane, you know. So it does make you wonder. But yeah, there's definitely some crazy shit out there. I don't think that everything that people say happens was like a demon or something like that. I think there might be some energy trapped or whatever, you know.
Could
But,
be.
You never
Could
know.
also be all in
Never-
your head.
yeah.
Could be in your
True.
head.
Schizophrenia.
Could be in your head.
True.
You know?
True.
So with that being said, if you guys do need dog training, you just let us know.
Segue. If you got a demon dog, if you got a hellhound on your
You got
hands,
some
if
chihuahuas?
you got a chihuahua, a demon dog, a hellhound, whatever you got, we'll train it. Canine Revolution dog training. Just go to the link below.
we ain't scared of demons.
Board and train,
Well, yeah.
private lessons, free consultations, virtual training, whatever you need. We've also got Canine Revolution apparel. So if you like ghost stories, right, you can go to Canine Revolution apparel. Let's say you like the story of the pirates. We have an actual pirate shirt. We have a dog pirate shirt. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Dog pirate shirt, really good for the gym, really good for Halloween. So you can go check that out on Canine Revolution apparel on Amazon. Just type in Canine Revolution apparel or go to the link below. Also on Amazon, we have the I Love Dogs coloring book, the official Canine Revolution coloring book. If you have kids, they should be coloring, right? If you don't have kids, you should be coloring. If you
Or
have
have
kids,
kids so
your
that they can
kids
color.
and you should be coloring, right?
Yeah, if you don't have kids, get kids so you can color.
Nothing better than sitting down to color, right? Nothing better. Get some energy out of yourself, right? Get to focus on staying inside those lines. You know
Mental
what I'm saying?
stimulation.
Mental
Exactly,
stimulation.
exactly. And you're proud of
Yeah,
yourself.
get two. One for you, one for your
Yeah,
ghost.
Exactly. All right. Also, with the holidays coming up, those make good gifts too. The Canine Revolution apparel shirts and the beanies and the hoodies and the mugs and the coloring book, they all make good gifts too. Also, if you want your dog to have the best diet, that'd be a raw diet, obviously. You want your dog to have good dental health, that'd be a raw diet, obviously. You want your dog to have good immunity,
Let me
that's a
guess.
raw diet, obviously, right?
Nailed it.
whatever. If you want your dog to be optimal performance, longevity, long term, raw diet, obviously.
Obvious.
So check out We Feed Raw at the link below, or go to wefeedraw.com. They've got the freeze dried raw. They've got the regular raw, where it comes to you frozen. You thaw it out. You know, Bane. If you're watching today, he's been walking around a little bit.
Knocking over
Knocked
cameras.
knocked over a camera. But so anyway, Bane, he's on the freeze dried raw in the morning, and then he does the regular raw patties in the evening. But with his raw patties, he doesn't like them cold. You know, so I air fry that up.
He's
you
a
know,
little bougie.
Give a little, yeah, exactly. Heat it up a little bit for him. Just
He's
like
an old man.
Just like if he was in the wild, you know, he takes down a prey animal. He takes down a gazelle.
He looks like a gazelle.
Takes a gazelle down.
That's warm.
They
It's
want
warm
that
meat.
warm meat. Exactly. They don't want that cold meat.
I mean, they will eat the cold meat.
Well, some
been
will.
decaying for a couple of days.
My
They'll
girls
come
were
back and
not
eat that.
picky. You throw that stuff down and they're
Oh yeah. Rampage would eat a frozen carcass.
So check out WeFeedRaw.com. Use the discount code Canine Revolution. Gets you 25% off your first meal plan. You do have to sign up for a meal plan. You can cancel at any time, but they did just open up the freeze dried raw, so that you don't have to do a meal plan. You can just order it via box. So check it out if you're interested in that. Also, I got to let you guys know, the supplement company we've been working with, Canine Super Supplements, they're shutting down. They've already shut down. You can't get them anymore,
the
unfortunately.
game.
Not good to go. Not good to go.
We cried about it. Let's
Yeah,
just say.
yeah. So we have a stock of supplements, but we're going to run out at some point. So we got to figure out what we're going to do here. Anyway, just letting you know, if that's something you've been doing, you can't do it anymore. If you need some toys for your dog, you can check out Monster Canine Toys on Amazon or the link below. They have a guarantee. If your dog destroys it, they will replace it. So put them to the test. Go ahead. They got some tug toys. They got like Kong style toys,
Frisbee.
that kind of thing. They got the
Nice
frisbee.
frisbee.
Yep. You can use the discount code Canine Revolution, get 10% off. So check them out. If you need supplements for yourself, that's going to be Jocko Fuel, no doubt about it. Jocko Fuel.
Better believe.
Exactly. So I got myself a Jocko Go Nitro Pop energy drink right here. Danny's got the blue raspberry energy drink. So check that out if you need some supplements for yourself. They got the milk protein powder because we know you need protein. How we doing on our protein these days?
Good.
How we doing?
I just had a Jocko this morning before.
Ever since they came out with
Before
coffee
your
and
other one?
donuts protein, bro.
No.
a
Before I
milk?
came
A
here,
milk?
the milk. Yeah, milk.
But the question is everybody hitting their protein targets for each day? Are you getting enough protein in every day?
Oh, yeah. That's why I
Fluctuating.
have milk.
It's
That's why I've got
fluctuating.
milk. If I'm a little short, boom, scoop it. Double scoop
Uh-huh.
it.
I should get a bag of the milk.
Well,
But
yeah, the bags are the way to go. So I've been.
the
let's see.
pre-made ones have more protein.
The what?
The bottles, they have more
Oh, yeah,
protein.
Yeah, just a
than the
little bit
Yeah.
more. But-
Double scoop it. So I'm on a fat loss phase right now, so I'm triple scooping my milk
Dang.
because I need way more protein in a fat loss to hold on to my muscle. But what I'm doing right now is I got one bag of the vanilla, one bag of the chocolate, one scoop of each, and then
Swirl.
a third scoop.
You're swirling.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love it, dude. It
Okay.
tastes so freaking good, dude. It tastes so freaking good. Also, the not to go off on a tangent about milk, but the freaking mint chocolate chip flavor.
Dude,
I
you're
wanted
crazy
to try
about
that
that.
one.
That's so
I wanted to
good.
try that one.
You're a little too crazy about
It's
it.
so good, dude.
Yes. Coffee and donuts,
I haven't
bro.
tried that one. I do want
Bro,
to get that one.
It's good. I
I
mean,
might cycle that one in.
I don't know. I like to be careful because I don't want to oversell things to Chad. You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
because
it's
he's gonna
awesome.
get
Then he gets
obsessed.
his like, dude, you said it was the.
Well, he freaks out about the pumpkin.
dude, pumpkin
spice.
spice. I'll oversell that all
It's
day.
not as good,
Dude.
to me anyway.
Dude, and the fall's coming up. Time to restock. I got like 2
Y'all are
bags
some
left.
basic white girls.
Hey, that's what I said. I make fun of people. I make, especially men. If you're a man and you have pumpkin spice, I make fun of you. But now
Not
I've had
pumpkin
to-
spice milk though.
I've had to backpedal the pumpkin spice making fun of.
Well, we know you need protein, so Jocko Fuel's got the milk protein powder, and they got the milk cookies, and they got the milk ready to drinks, right? But they also got creatine. You definitely want to be on creatine.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the most tested supplements to improve yourself, improve your brain, improve your body, improve your longevity. You definitely want 1 to 4 scoops of creatine a day. The more the merrier. That's what I say. The more the merrier.
When in doubt, go 4. You know,
all
if you're
the
like,
way.
should I do 1? Just do 4. It can't
You're
hurt.
doing 2?
No downsides.
I do 4 a day.
I do 2.
A downside, except for the fact that you waste it, because your body can only process a certain amount.
I'm a double
I think
scooper.
most bodies can only, yeah, I do double scoop too, but I think most people's bodies can only process it.
So you looked into it, huh?
10 to 12
You looked into it, huh?
Well, my mother did.
Oh, okay.
My
Okay.
mother's on the creatine,
Oh.
not Jocko creatine though.
What?
Oh, actually no, she wasn't at first. She just ordered it.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
There's literally no downsides. It's super
That's
cheap.
downsides. It's super cheap.
It's
It is
cheap. It's
cheaper.
affordable. It's made in America. I mean, come on.
Yeah, 90 servings for like 30
Well,
bucks.
If you're doing double scoops, it's like
Well, still.
Well, I'm doing a 4 scoop a day, so you know.
4 scoops, dude. You're wasting creatine.
No, I'm not, dude.
Your body can't process it.
Trust
Look
me.
it up, look it up.
Trust me, dude.
He
do.
is a supernatural human being. He's like, whatever the normal baseline is, he's way above.
He's
it.
like halfway into that
Yeah.
other dimension already.
I do 2 scoops in the morning, 2 scoops in the afternoon. It makes a difference. I literally felt it. Ben's over here shaking his head, but I literally, when I went from 1 to 4, I literally felt a difference in my strength, in my cognition, and
It's the placebo effect.
that's what you think. That's what you think. I can still outperform anybody here every day of the week. Every day of the week, because
Even if it is placebo effect, there's something to like your mind is still convincing you that
Yeah,
it's, and,
that's
and
true.
you're still
That is
improving. So it's a win-win.
So anyway,
Quad scoop it up, dude.
if you want to be safe, get the creatine. Do 1 a day. That's good. That's going to get you benefit. If you want to go above and beyond, 2 scoops a day. If you want to be top tier,
Supernatural.
4 scoops a day, dude. That's 20 grams a day.
Yeah.
Doable. All right.
Doable.
Also, don't forget the Jocko Fuel fish oil. All right. The big 3 for you is the milk, protein, the creatine, the fish oil, because you need those omega-3s. And so I have to take double the fish oil
Superhuman.
servings. Literally, that's what my dude. You guys think I'm fucking crazy, all right?
We
You
know
guys
you're
think I'm
crazy.
fucking crazy. I'm doing my blood work. I'm tracking this shit. If I take less than a double serving a day, my blood work is suboptimal. If I do 2 servings of the fish oil a day, my blood work is optimal. Same thing with Bane. So Bane's on like a serving and a half of the Jocko fish oil every day, right? for his heart health.
Basically,
So-
Chad's keeping Jocko Fuel in business.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like,
But
oh,
here's
I
the
need
deal.
creatine. I'll take 70 cases.
Here's the deal. I did the research, right? You know me. I'm freaking
Yeah.
comparing everything. So I looked at a bunch of different fish oils and everything. Jocko Fuel, literally highest quality fish oil.
Oh, I don't bet that.
Better price.
Obviously.
Right? Than going with a different kind of fish oil that's a lesser quality. Because it's not just a fish oil that you're looking at, it's the EPA and DHA quantity. That's what you need, right? So I'm not going to go
Well,
off
they're
on a
probably
tangent.
using like, rancid fish from China
Right,
and these other,
right,
but you know
exactly,
what I'm saying? It's like,
exactly. So I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but the big three from Jocko Fuel: get your milk protein, get your creatine, get your fish oil. Well, yeah,
Caffeine
get
good.
your energy drinks there too.
Caffeine
Yeah,
needed.
you definitely want the energy drinks that are good for you.
well, if you get the coffee and donuts, milk, you get your protein and you get your caffeine.
Mm-hmm. It's
One
got
hit.
caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there caffeine in it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, 90 milligrams.
That's not enough.
That's like a cup of coffee.
You guys,
Not enough.
You guys.
You
are crazy.
whippersnappers. It's
You guys
plenty
are
for us
crazy.
old men. Okay.
It's 10:30. I'm at 400 milligrams.
Oh, and you're
Holy-
done for
I
the
don't.
day.
I don't hit 400 in a day.
You're done for the day, dude. All right, so don't forget, leave a review on your favorite podcast platform, whether it's Apple, whether it's Spotify, whatever you're watching on. That helps us. That helps you, right? If you leave a review, that actually helps you. Did you know that? So, yeah, it does. I'm just telling you. You leave a review, you feel good.
You feel good. You help
support,
somebody out.
Right? You support the mission, right?
It comes back
Exactly.
around. Somebody's going to help you later on.
Exactly. Good karma. It's going to come back to you at some point, right? So leave a review wherever you're watching or listening. If you want to watch, you go to YouTube, Pack Talk Podcast. You can watch there. We appreciate you guys. We are getting feedback on some things you want us to produce, like for content, like what topics you need covered, what things you need to look at, what things you need to see. So please keep sending us those recommendations so we can plan it out for future episodes. And until next time, this is Pack Talk Podcast.